back to the designing section. This is one of my favourite bits. You'll obviously need to get what's in your head out and down onto paper before you start making. It's good just to sketch that, even if it doesn't really look like the image that's in your head. It's just good to get ideas out. This is a few that I've done for clients. Sketching, I roughly sketch first and then I do them again so that I can show them a little bit nicer. This is some rougher sketches that I was doing just then to sort of get a little idea. To enable you to do that, it's good to have a sketchbook. So this is one that I have been working on. You don't just want to use this for one collection, it's very big, and I'm not saying that you have to do all of this just for one collection. Just as you go along, take things out of magazines, put them in your book, inspiration. I love bags as well, so I love just looking at things like that. Interior design and architecture. This is the hat that I did before, mixing it up with some other nature ideas. Also here, architecture, so then actually getting some tracing paper and putting it over the images and then drawing the images, so you're just getting the shapes, and that's really good for creating hats. Also here I've got a spiral staircase that I just love, so that is I want to add that into a hat as well, because you see this lovely shape that we've got happening up here. And that is really good for designing. So it's good if you're wanting to have a certificate at the end of the year for all of the courses that you've done. It's really good to keep a sketchbook like this and keep adding to it every month, so I can see at the end of the month that you've been working through things. Write little notes to yourself, little tips and tricks to help you to remember, and that's a really good way to keep designing. Also, before you design, you want to look at trends. I mean, you want to have your own theme, you know, vintage, 50s, whatever you're thinking, Turkish design, Iranian design, whatever you would prefer to put in, anything that you just love and you want to put in that year. And then you can look at trends. So this is a few trends that I found for next summer, and you've got a lot of different architectural things going on here, so it's a bit like Gaudi. So looking at trends like that, if you don't have to do it in advance, then you can look at Pinterest, because they also have loads and loads of trends on that. This one I got from Pinterest, which was 2016 colours, so that's good, so you want to be keeping that. And then looking at other things which are like bowls and sea life and different things like that can also influence you, because you might be putting that in. So you could look at some of the trends. There's going to be too many for you to want to incorporate them all, so you just pick the trends that you really like, or maybe 2 trends that you really like. This year, for summer next year, you've got neon colours, you've also got gold and blues, which is like the queen. You also got a lot of pinks coming out. You don't want to be putting all of those in together, so you just want to pick one. Last year we had pastel colours and we had bright colours, so you might want to pick which one you want to go for. So it's really good. The other ones that are called, yes, WGSN and TrendStop. So I look at TrendStop, and when I used to be able to look at that, I used to be able to get off quite a few of the trends. But now they've become advanced and you have to pay for it. But if you go in, you can just see a couple of the trends and then you can pay for some more. And WGSN is the main big one, but that costs quite a few thousand. So I would just put into Google, you know, I want summer 2019 trends, fashion trends, and then lots of things will come up, lots of things will come up on Pinterest. If you're doing it a year ahead, then you might still have to be paying for it, but you're probably not. If this is a hobby, or if this is you're starting out, or even if you've been doing this for a couple of years and you're not set on the exact trends, then you can just do it by looking at TrendSpot or Google and Pinterest and looking up that way. So that's it for now. That's sort of the designing side of it. So get your book going, start doing some drawings and getting your ideas out, look at some trends, and then we'll go from there. And this is great. This will really help you with your piece that we're going to make. All right, thank you.